Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network. This is a Night of Champions. Every match, either a title match or title implications, including our opening contest, an 8-man battle royal. The winner gets to choose any championship he wants for a future match.
Take a look at the first entrant right here. It's the one and only American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. There's going to be 8 men in this matchup here. And when it comes to battle royals, you just never know.
Indeed, it could be pick'em time, and we're going to be picking them.
The following is an 8-man battle royal. Making his way to the ring, representing Dudes with Attitude from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
It has been quite the journey for Cody Rhodes here over the past several months. Coming off of a major surgery to repair a torn pectoral a year ago. Now looking to climb that ladder once again, and all he's got to do is be the last man standing in this battle royal here tonight at Night of Champions, and he will have attained exactly what he wants.
Sounds real simple, but it's a battle royal. You got 7 other guys in that ring, all with the same goal. And you can't have that many eyes. You can't be watching your back with that many people and that many bodies.
The man who was known as the Monday Night Messiah. This is Seth freaking Rollins.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
Well, he and Cody are no strangers to one another for sure. They've got a long, rich history. How much of that will play a role in a match like this? Hard to say. There's going to be a lot of personal conflict. There's going to be a lot of history when you have 8 guys in the ring that have seen each other at one point in time throughout their careers or another. But there's no friends. There's only enemies.
That said, we have seen alliances made in battle royals in the past. We might see that happen again here tonight because we know that there are favorites. There are those that possess size and strength advantages. Seth Rollins not going to be the biggest guy in this match by far, nor is Cody Rhodes, but this man might be.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
The Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar heading down towards the ring.
Well, he is a man who has been in the past synonymous with World Heavyweight Championships. Whether you want to talk about professional wrestling, whether you want to talk about the Ultimate Fighter, this is a guy who has been a huge success at every step along his career. Collegiate standout in amateur wrestling as well. He is truly the total package.
Lesnar stalking the ring, looking at everyone outside as if they are the prey.
He is the #1 travel agent for a place called Suplex City. He won't just tell you how to get there, he'll bring you there and introduce you around.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
as we take a look at the Viper, Randy Orton. This is WrestleVerse, where anyone goes. Our main event later tonight, of course, for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It is the final match. Roman Reigns going up against Diamond Dallas Page. The winners of Night 1 and Night 2 will compete here tonight in the main event.
Vegas seems to be favoring Roman Reigns in that one. I'm not entirely sure. Bottom line is this, that diamond cutter can come out of nowhere, and if he hits with it, could be looking at the champ.
Talking about the diamond cutter, we have Randy Orton with the RKO, very similar to the diamond cutter. And when you talk about a move that can come out of anywhere, come out of nowhere is more accurate when it comes to Randy Orton.
Thing is, that doesn't really give you an advantage in a battle royal or a regular match or even an 8-man match where pinfall and submission counted. But you don't have that here. Over the top rope, both feet have to hit the floor to eliminate. RKO is not going to help you with that. If anything, it's a hindrance.
Indeed, you'd have a limp body in the ring that you'd have to try and lift over the top rope and dump out, and that's not an easy task. Here's somebody that Randy Orton, in particular, very familiar with, former tag team partners and former enemies. Tonight, they're all enemies, as we mentioned earlier. There is only one spot available. 8 men want it. The Rated R Superstar Edge.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Edge!
Well, one thing we have to say, everyone in this match so far has been a world champion at one time or another.
They are the upper echelon when it comes to the talent in the world of professional wrestling, but especially here at WrestleVerse.
And from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Latino Heat himself, Eddie Guerrero.
Well, Eddie is a top talent, no doubt about it. He's one of the greatest all-time wrestlers you're ever going to find anywhere with that lucha background from Mexico. However, he has predominantly competed in the cruiserweight division. He was former world heavyweight champion, however. But when it comes to a battle royal, it's one thing that he was able to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania to become the world champion, by the way. So I don't think Lesnar doesn't have eyes on this guy. But in a battle royal, you've got to out-muscle people. Size does matter when it comes to a battle royal.
Well, when you want to talk about size, then you can talk about this man, because Drew McIntyre is a legit force to be dealt with here tonight. Standing at nearly 6'8", 278 pounds. This man will do whatever he wants in any match he finds himself in.
The Scottish Warrior heading to the ring, ready to go.
Weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Now, apparently he's dropped a few pounds. Nonetheless, still a man among men. And once again, former world heavyweight champion.
This is a true hit parade of talent in our opening match. Every one of these guys has to be thinking in their mind that they should have been in the main event.
And their opponent, representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Gunther!
As Gunther heads down the aisle, the Intercontinental Champion would like to trade up to the World Championship, perhaps.
Well, you got to keep in mind something that's very important in this match. The rules and stipulations state that whoever the last man is in the ring gets to choose which match or which title he challenges for. There's no guarantees going after the world title. Could go after the United States title if that's what he wants. Could go after the tag team titles if that's what he's interested in.
Well, definitely wears that Intercontinental Championship with great pride. Bell sounds, action's underway, and we are ready to kick off Night of Champions here on the Nation Network.
Well, Seth Rollins, the first man to take a trip to Suplex City here tonight, courtesy of Brock Lesnar.
We will do our best to call the action for you fans, but there is so much happening at one time. Eddie Guerrero setting up for a DDT on Cody Rhodes, but Cody fights his way out of it. Seth Rollins was on the top rope momentarily. As we stated earlier, every match tonight will either be for a championship or the outcome will be such that the winner will have a shot at a championship. Rollins with a big smash knee right to the face of the Rated R Superstar. And now it is Eddie Guerrero whipping Rollins over the top rope and down to the apron. From behind, Gunther just drop kicked Latino Heat.
Rollins right now standing on the back of Eddie Guerrero, driving his throat down into the middle rope.
Figure four leg lock momentarily hooked up on Gunther. And look at this, Gunther going up against Brock Lesnar. Talk about a battle of the powerhouses. And Gunther just got eliminated by Brock Lesnar. The cameras missed it.
That's a match I wouldn't mind seeing.
And now Lesnar powerbombed courtesy of the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. Big right hand by McIntyre. Down goes Eddie Guerrero, and now McIntyre turns his attention quickly to Cody Rhodes.
Sit down first buster right there by Edge on the Monday Night Messiah. Now look at this, Rollins' day goes from bad to worse, or at least it looked like it, as Lesnar targeted Seth Rollins but couldn't get the job done.
Over the top rope, and Seth Rollins is gone. As they say, the hits just keep on coming. Lesnar now going to Suplex City with Randy Orton. And the Viper not moving. DDT.
Perfectly executed right there by Edge, and now Lesnar is out. There's the execution.
Edge with an electric chair drop on Cody Rhodes. Eddie Guerrero has rolled out to the apron. And it's a nice belly to back. Brock Lesnar on the receiving end of a neck breaker, and now it is Guerrero going for the Three Amigos on Drew McIntyre. From behind, Orton gets Cody, but Cody makes him pay the price.
Well, Rhodes is really fighting a smart move. He's moving around the ring. He's not staying on one guy. He's not staying in one area. He's covering ground, makes him a hard target to hit.
Lesnar now from behind with a German suplex on Cody Rhodes. Russian leg sweep, nicely executed. Rhodes has got Lesnar up. Vertebreaker.
That's a lot of weight coming down on your vertical.
Flying drop kick now by the Rated R Superstar Edge. Turns his attention to his former partner Randy Orton, and you can see a lot of blood over the right eye of Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes on the apron, and now Lesnar looks to eliminate him. The American Nightmare fighting for all he's worth. Lesnar has taken out Cody Rhodes. And now it is Randy Orton attacking Lesnar from behind.
At some point in time, medical team might have to get involved, because you take a look at that wound over the right eye of Randy Orton, and it's starting to look a lot worse.
One thing we know about Randy Orton, there is no way he's going to quit.
No, he's not, and that's why sometimes the professionals have to step up and do what they got to do.
Here's the Irish whip over the top rope, and he hangs on. McIntyre stays in this match. Flying shoulder tackle right to the back of the shoulder. And now it is Lesnar lining up McIntyre. Has him up. Lesnar dispatches Drew McIntyre. The Beast Incarnate got caught.
That Olympic slam perfectly executed right there by Randy Orton, and he finds himself in the wrong part of town as Eddie Guerrero.
Just took him out with that neck breaker. Nicely done by Guerrero. Turns his attention now to the Rated R Superstar. We are halfway through the pack now. There are only 4 men remaining in this one, as Lesnar drops Orton throat first on the top rope. And now Edge has got Eddie up for the powerbomb. He's going to powerbomb him all the way to the floor, and Eddie Guerrero's eliminated.
The Rated R Superstar and Brock Lesnar, and what did I say on the way in? Lesnar was the most powerful, the biggest, the meanest guy in this thing. They should have formed a team to take him out.
He has managed to single out and separate everyone he's eliminated here. Now Edge from behind cold cocks Lesnar, but rather than working together, he and Randy Orton. Oh, look at this!
Randy Orton chose to work with Lesnar, but now that friendship's already over.
And Lesnar has Orton up for the F5. Orton, one of the rare times where we see somebody escape the F5. Orton with a backbreaker, follows it up with a clothesline, and Edge is in trouble, thrown through the ropes. Just dropped Edge head first with that DDT. And it is Lesnar sending him into the turnbuckle, follows him in, and now Randy Orton better find a way. He's in a lot of trouble now, perched on that top rope. Lesnar has him and eliminates him.
Randy Orton has been eliminated.
There are 2 left. Lesnar writhing in pain right now. The Rated R Superstar going to try and find a way to end this thing. He's got to get Brock Lesnar up over the top rope and down to the floor. Much easier said than done.
Well, Edge taking advantage of the fact that there are no rules in this one, and he chokes Lesnar out in the corner.
Power slam off the ropes, and Edge taking advantage. Went for the spear, and Lesnar sidesteps. Comes up with a tremendous clothesline, almost decapitated the Rated R Superstar. All the way to the floor. Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate, victorious here at Night of Champions.
Well, hate to say I told you so, but even on the beginning of the match, watching Lesnar come down the ring, I said he was the one to target, and they didn't.
As we take a look back at the closing moments over the top rope, both feet hit the floor. Brock Lesnar wins the Battle Royal and can choose any champion he wants.
America's been drinking beer from a company that doesn't even know which restroom to use. That's why I created Conservative Dad's Ultra Right 100% woke-free beer. As conservatives, we're constantly getting hit in the face, left and right, by the woke mind virus. But the last place we want it is in our beer. If you know which bathroom to use, you know what beer you should be drinking. Stop giving money to woke corporations that hate our values. And to the rest of you woke corporations, stay the away from our kids.
Buy yours online in 42 states at ultrarightbeer.com.
Tastes like freedom.
All right, fans, we are back, and it is a dream match where the winner gets to choose which championship she wants.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making her way to the ring, representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan. One half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Io Sky.
Well, being one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions kind of lets you know what title she won't be challenging for if she wins tonight.
Want to send a shout out to everybody watching us here live on the Nation Network. Shout out to Andrew Roberts, Monstar Entertainment, and Blaze Radio's in the house. Here comes her opponent.
And from Osaka, Japan,
Asuka, one of the most dominant women that we have seen in the world of professional wrestling. She ran the gauntlet when it comes to NXT. Won the NXT Women's Championship and never lost it. She had to leave it behind once she got called up to the main roster.
Indeed, a feat that has never been done since. Never done before. Which just goes to show the unique talent that is Asuka.
Don't let that smile fool you, man. Sweet as poison. 2 out of 3 falls, and falls count anywhere in this one.
Here are a lot of the fans here chanting for Io Sky. These two ladies lock up in the middle of the ring, and early on, Asuka dropping her with a spine buster.
Both of these ladies are from Japan. They both have had nothing but some of the top ranked matches of all time. And this is truly a dream match.
Japanese style of wrestling, a little bit different than what we're used to here in America. But both of these ladies have been around here in the WWE and now WrestleVerse here on the Nation Network. For a very long time, they have definitely adapted their styles. Be very curious to see if they go back to a more traditional style with one another.
Well, I can tell you right now, Asuka's adopted a bit of a strong style. That knee strike right upside the head.
Oh, jumping DDT. Io Sky has Asuka up. Drops her into a German suplex. Nicely done. And now has the crossface on her. Pulling back, and Asuka managing to roll through.
Smart move by Io Sky to try and get an early one. And now Asuka after using those boots.
Able to get a 2 count by neither of these ladies, able to score the 3. It'll take 2 out of 3 falls, pinfall, or submission. Into the corner she goes. Io now following Asuka, puts her up on the top rope. Io Sky has something in mind. Let's see what it is and if she can make it happen. Off the top, Spanish fly. Asuka writhing on the canvas. What impact. And now Io right back up to the top rope. What is she going to do? Moonsault.
She got her with that. There's the cover.
2 3/4 count. A little bit early on in the match, but the crowd calling to fight forever. Might take him in a rear view by Asuka into the corner, and down goes Io Sky. Asuka targeting the arm. Asuka continues to work the left arm, elbow, and shoulder. Io Sky, nice move. The roll through comes up with a double stomp to the chest.
That has to have driven the life right out of Asuka, at least for the moment.
And now the Empress sets her up, and here comes the Asuka lock, and it's on. She's got the legs wrapped around. The hooks are set. Referee asking Io Sky if she wants to give it up.
She is fighting for all she's worth, but it may not be enough.
Io Sky breaks the grip of Asuka and has survived. Tremendous uppercut. Down goes Asuka. Remember, falls count anywhere in the building. Asuka now went for the knee. Nobody home. Another roll through and another double stomp. Io standing moonsault. Chop to the chest, and now Asuka in control. The referee's job is simply to count 3 or to draw submission. There will be no 10 count outside the ring. Asuka now sent back inside, following after Io Sky. All over the top rope and all the way down to the floor. Io Sky stays on top of the action, has Asuka with a butterfly into a face buster. From the top rope, Io Sky ready to fly, and she lands one.
Might be the first fall.
It is a 1-0 lead for Io Sky. The Empress of Tomorrow is going to have to come up with something quickly. Driving that knee right into the face. Big right hand spins her around. Io Sky's got Asuka up in the electric chair. Drops her into that German suplex once again.
Very difficult move right there. It puts a lot of strain on the lower back of the person delivering it.
Over the top rope all the way down to the floor.
Well, gravity may be a necessity, but it's not a very good friend in moments like that.
Back heel trip by Asuka has once again evened things up in this match. Back heel kick and Asuka goes down. And there's the Asuka lock. Will we be tied up at 1 apiece?
Sets the hooks, referees right there.
She tapped out. And it all comes down to the third and final fall between these two ladies. Asuka with a series of shots. Trying to bring that ladder in. Got head off. And Io Sky taking advantage of the situation now. Throws Asuka back in the ring. Referee is out there trying to figure out which way she wants to go. Asuka tried to knock her off the rope, didn't happen. A sit-out powerbomb, and now Asuka's back in control. What is she doing? She's gone underneath the ring. She's got a stop sign of all things. and just slammed Io Sky. Back onto the bottom rope and into the ring she goes. Io Sky with a hurricane run and takes her out. Will this be the third and deciding fall? She got two. Roundhouse kick to the head and Asuka's out.
She's using the ropes just to try and get to her feet. Io Sky is right on her.
From behind, rear waistlock now puts her up on the shoulders. Asuka in trouble. Drops her into that German suplex once again. Moonsault, nobody home this time. And once again over the top rope and to the floor as Asuka follows her out.
Well, we see that stop sign laying right down there ringside.
And it is Asuka who's picked up that stop sign now. What is she going to plan on doing with it? And the Asuka lock is on! After dropping the first fall, Asuka will come back and take the next two for the win.
Well, we're going to take a look at the replay of some of the moments of this one. What a tremendous match. It lived up to the hype. These two ladies brought their A game here tonight.
First pinfall indeed went to Io Sky, but then here's the first of two of the Asuka locks.
This, I believe, was actually the last.
Here is your winner.
She will now be able to challenge any champion of her choosing. Stick around, more to come.
Hey, UPW fans, want to put your own universe together? Now available on Community Creation, up to 11 different UPW superstars. You can grab and add to your own collection. Fill your roster with Northern Lightning, Dewey Jobs, Major Lee Powers, Ginger Queen, Sir Oliver Buckingham, and special bonus, Jordan Gemini. Right now on Community Creations, just search for hashtag OneNation, the number one, and the word nation. Build your Ultra Pro Wrestling universe today.
All right, it's another dream match with tag team hopes on the line.
Match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
The Usos, of course, members of the Bloodline. Things have not been going their way. Whoever's luck has the advantage here tonight will be able to choose their future opponents and take on any tag team champions of their choosing.
You know, unlike some of these matches we've already seen earlier tonight, this one has a little bit more of a specific to it. It does have to be a tag team title, but it can be any tag team titles.
Normally, I would say nobody knows their partners better than the Usos.
Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
Well, it's a point that's been made many times in the past, of course. Jimmy and Jay are brothers. They have grown up. They have spent their entire lives together. No one's going to know their tag team partner as well as a couple of brothers, except for another couple of brothers.
Rick and Scott Steiner, of course, legendary tag team in the world of professional wrestling. They were super standouts as amateur wrestlers as well, both wrestling for the University of Michigan. This promises to be a battle of different styles, but at the end of the day, it is brothers versus brothers. Samoan drop to start things off. Tag is made now. Jimmy steps through the ropes. Gets caught with a Steiner line.
Those Steiner lines we know from history are brutal. Hard-hitting, very sudden. Can probably knock down a wall if they wanted to.
Over to the shoulder, couldn't hold him. And now it turns out to be a DDT here on the concrete floor.
And a pile driver to follow it up, and let me tell you what.
Well, there's this thing referred to in the business as a stinger. When you come down on the top of your head, can make your nerves all go crazy. And that is exactly what Rick Steiner just delivered.
And all he got for it was a 1 count.
Reverse suplex, and now making the tag to his brother. Here comes Scott Steiner, who cannot prevent the tag from being made. And now Jay comes in with a flying drop kick.
Claiming that he's the ones. Well, you better pay attention because the match isn't done yet.
Scott Steiner with a butterfly suplex, taking Uso all the way over. Belly to back suplex on the floor, and Rick Steiner feeling the effects of that one. But it's Scott Steiner with a clothesline, sending Jay out to the floor. Shoulder block off the apron.
Steiner now is targeting both members, and this could be a mistake.
Dropped him back first on the apron. Now comes all the way around to come to the aid of his brother, but got caught with a couple of shots and a super kick. Off the apron, Rick Steiner taken out. Jay follows him into the corner. Big right cross connecting. Shot to the lower back near the kidney area. As Uso continues to pummel.
Smart move right there, makes the tag, keeping the freshman in. Jimmy now is legal. Goes over to Rick Steiner, hits him with a right, now another one.
Took his eye off the prize. There's that butterfly suplex slam. Here's the Irish whip reversal into a shoulder tackle. Goes for the cover, only getting a 1.
Shout out to CSWA Productions and DHW.
Scott Steiner makes a tag to brother Rick, who got caught coming in. Little lackadaisical, and that's just not going to get the job done. Went for the roundhouse and nobody home, and now it is Rick Steiner just dropped him on his head. Jimmy wisely heading outside the ring. Steiner tried to take Jay off the apron, but he was ready as well. Another big clothesline. We've got action inside. We've got action outside. Referee's got the toughest job in the building tonight. There's the Irish whip back out front, and they collide. Tag made, and here comes Jey Uso back into the match. Steiner line missing the target. And now goes for the cover. Let's see if it's enough. It is not.
Scott Steiner was not about to let his brother get pinned, especially under those circumstances, but it might not matter.
Another desperation save, and Scott Steiner now dumped ringside here to the floor. As Rick Steiner tied up in the tree of woe, applies that boot and chokes him out. Electric teardrop right in front of the broadcast table.
There is nothing forgiving about this surface.
Steiner has him up for the powerbomb. Into the guardrail.
Well, the human anatomy was definitely not built to bend in that direction, but even less through via contact with that steel. Look at this!
Jey Uso just launched himself over the top rope onto Rick Steiner. And Steiner able to hit a pile driver. Once again, the collar and elbow tie-up throws him back into the ring. Referee's count continues to climb. Uso now targeting Scott Steiner with a stunner.
Well, it's a smart move because now Rick's got no one to tag into, but Rick Steiner unloading with a series of heavy rights.
Here's the Irish whip. Into the turnbuckle he goes. And a jawbreaker. Down goes Rick Steiner. Doesn't know which way is his corner. Makes the tag, and now Scotty is in. Frankensteiner!
The move that started it all, and that would have been enough for the win.
Scott Steiner is ready to put this one away. What's he got in mind? Well, he took a little too long to come up with a game plan there. Jey Uso now taking advantage of that. Has him laid out in the middle of the ring, and there's a big cross body. Hook on the leg, there's one. Save made by Rick Steiner. Takes him over now. Let's see what Jimmy's got in mind. Scott Steiner was a whisper away from putting this one away just moments ago. Belly to back suplex backfires. Big clothesline by Uso, who's gonna, I thought he was gonna make the tag. Jimmy now on the top rope with a splash. And he elects, I was going to say he elects not to go for the cover, but then he changes his mind.
He was getting ready to use those ropes for added leverage on the pin.
We welcome Prime Time here to the broadcast. DHW joining us as well. 2 count is enough to get close, but as they all say, oh, just ran her into the referee. And a powerbomb.
Well, the Steiner's doing a tremendous job here. Tagging in and out, keeping the fresh man at all times.
Overhead, belly to belly off the middle rope. Steiner hooking a leg. Save made. And now the Bulldog. Scotty's in. Couldn't get there in time to stop the save.
I'm of the opinion that the Steiners have done the superior job in this match, but that doesn't matter. They haven't got it done.
Jimmy Uso just snapping Scotty Steiner down. Rolls through, comes up with that super kick. May have knocked him out with that one. Jey Uso sent headfirst into the corner. Tag is made. In the turnbuckle he goes, and now Jey Uso following him in there with a boot to the midsection, and now stomping away on a fallen Rick Steiner. There's the headbutt. Doing 3/4 count that time, getting even closer each time.
Well, you got to figure they're both wearing down. Both teams are starting to wear out, tire out a little bit, absorbing a lot of punishment. It's going to be easier each time. to get a 3 count.
Oh, Steiner dropped him in the corner, and it looked like Jimmy inadvertently took a shot at his brother.
What did we say earlier about brothers having this bond? Didn't see it there.
Jimmy just sending Steiner out to the floor. Another heavy right hand. Folds him up like an accordion with a belly-to-back suplex. There's a power slam.
Jey Uso writhing on the canvas right now that he doesn't even realize.
Right into the Frankensteiner, and that might be all she wrote. Hook in the leg. And yet another save is made.
Well, the Steiners have had this match won a dozen times over, but they keep failing to intercept the illegal partner.
Rick Steiner now, the legal man in, throws him over the top rope and to the floor. Went for the elbow on the floor, nobody home.
Instead, it is Jey getting his shots in. Might not realize that Scott Steiner is just feet away, staring a hole in him.
Steiner line to the back of the head. Tag is made. Jimmy comes running in, takes down Rick Steiner, who was busy celebrating momentarily. And now going for the cover once again, way too close to the corner of the Steiners, however.
I was going to say, I'm actually surprised that Scott even worried about that. I thought he'd just, from the ringside area, just stomp on him. He's so close.
Hook of the leg, there's one, there's two, and a save is made once again by Scott Steiner this time. Uso now on the top rope, and there's a big splash. Save made, just barely. Has him up for the suplex. Jimmy in control early on. What's Rick Steiner got in mind here? This crowd is ready to come unglued. Tag made, and now here comes Big Brother. Big suplex now. Oh, into the Steiner driver. He won't be getting up.
Oh, you can look at the look on the face of Jimmy. He's out. He is so out.
Oh, he walked right back in and got caught with a DDT. He didn't have a concussion before. He probably does now. Goes for the suplex and delivers. Going for the cover, foot on the chest, there's two. And Steiner able to get out. Ooh. Over the top, and he took out Rick Steiner.
Both Steiners are down here ringside. They've had this match won 3 or 4 different times. Referee simply could not maintain order.
Rick Steiner back on the apron. Jimmy Uso not happy about that, hammering away on him. And now it is Rick Steiner momentarily dazing the Uso. Goes for the cover, hook on the leg, and save made by Rick Steiner. This battle rages on as Rick Steiner's taken down. Oh, there's a super kick to the solar plexus.
Jey Uso now tags in as the legal man.
Jay on the top with a splash. I don't think there's anyone there to make the save this time. There's two. He kicked out.
Well, I beg to differ. I don't think he kicked out at all. He shrugged out.
Referee again gets caught out of position.
Full Nelson slam, perfectly executed tag is made, and that brings Rick Steiner back into this thing.
Into the corner he goes. Jay just walked into a big elbow. As Rick Steiner using that top rope for added leverage. Now targeting the left knee. Once again, welcome to everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Ancient Clown with us here, along with Chuck. Oh, wait a minute. On the shoulders, and here comes a Steiner Bulldog DDT.
The two-man DDT. And somehow Jay survives.
Well, we said this was going to be one for the record book. We said it was a dream match. Jimmy coming in and missing the target. Butterfly bomb. Scott Steiner has something in mind here. Deadlifts him off the mat with a gut wrench. Tag is made. Here comes Rick Steiner. German suplex. Hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. He got him.
What a match. We said this one was going to be epic, and it was. Bad news for the Usos just keeps on coming.
And unfortunately, fans, we've got bad news as well, but due to time constraints, we're going to have to bring you the remainder of this program at a later date. We apologize.
Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
The Steiners victorious here tonight. We will bring you the conclusion in the near future. Until then, so long.